Greetings and salutations, what's goody folk? Welcome to your soul-driven, soul-intended channel and YouTube channel and all that good shit. I'm your host, coach, and creator of all things soul-driven, soul-intended, Brycebits, including my podcast, Spiritually Logic, which is formerly known as Soul Driven Podcast. So in today's general timeless reading, we're going to take a look at karmic families and ties and see what Spirit has to say to the collective of femme masculines, okay? So this, again, is a general timeless reading in regards to any karmic families and family ties, okay? So let's start with the general forecasting of energies using the numerology in my dice, and we'll see what's good, okay? Okay, so we have 2 on the first dice, which represents union, companionship, partnership, energy. This could be on a soul level. 111 was just on the clock. Possibly coming into union with self in regard to divine masculine and feminine energies with light and shadow aspects, so on and so forth. This could also be coming into union or partnership in the sense of business aspects, romantic aspects, platonic or familial relationships. So take it where it resonates. Reducing 2 to 1 takes us to the emotional body, how we feel. 144 was just on the clock. How we feel about the things we're going through and experiencing currently, and going as far back to childhood traumas. 1 also representing leadership, energy and qualities coming into leadership over our emotional bodies, coming into leadership of our soul-driven purpose and design. It can also represent new beginnings, okay? So moving on to the second dice, 212 on the clock, is the number 4 representing the foundation, space, and energy, which is the foundation on which our idealisms and belief systems are built upon, as well as our relationships, regardless if it's business, platonic, romantic, or familial, okay? Reducing 4 down to 2 takes us right back to union, companionship, partnership energy, and further reducing down to 1 takes us right back to the emotional body, leadership energy, and new beginnings. 242 on the clock. On the final dice, we have 5, which represents upcoming changes, which are usually for the higher good and expansion of those involved. So with all of these energies added up together gives us an overall energy of 11, master number 11, which is indicative of one being highly in tune with their intuitive promptings, qualities, and gifts, okay? 13 on the clock. So with that said and in mind, I'm going to go ahead and get into these cards and see what Spirit has to say for the collective of femme masculine. Alrighty. We have the Queen of Wands, High Priestess, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, okay, and the 2 of Wands. We have the King of Wands, excuse me, 8 of Wands, in the reverse, 10 of Swords, Dark Knight of the Soul, and 6 of Cups, the Peacemaker. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, which is the nurturer, which could come in the form of the mother, the wife, or a lover, if paired with the King of Cups, or 2 of Cups, or Page of Cups comes out in the form of Cupid card. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay. So the first card coming out, we have the Queen of Wands, which is representing the High Priestess energy, one who is highly intuitive and effective and knowledgeable in one's spiritual gifts and promptings, okay? Representing the spiritual aspects, intuition, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. 434 on the clock. This is someone who is receptive in receiving knowledge and wisdom on a high level, high spiritual level, even ancient wisdom and knowledge. This is someone who is able to receive and interpret effectively and appropriately communication and one's own emotions. A divine feminine energy resting in the allowing and the attracting of these promptings and creative sparks, allowing the receptivity of these gifts. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Again, High Priestess, divine feminine energy. Six of Pentacles speaks to financial responsibility regarding finances, business, and property. Six being a number of finding and maintaining balance, okay? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So you may be on the precipice of embarking on some new business ventures or receiving large amounts of money, and Spirit is calling you for you to be financially responsible. And with having this balance in these financial aspects, Spirit is also calling you to clarity, okay, and to avoid conflict, confusion, chaos, and mess, usually by outside third-party energies. This financial responsibility is being called into order because we have the Four of Pentacles. This is the inheritor, okay? This is someone receiving or accessing a birthright, an inheritance. Four of Pentacles, four being a number of foundations, space and energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, and this is definitely in regards to any financial material aspects, okay? So the fourth principal card on the top row is the Two of Wands. This speaks to new communication coming in. This could be new communications coming in via the High Priestess and receiving and allowing the attraction of intuitive or creative promptings and sparks, receiving new hidden knowledge, ancient wisdom and knowledge, or receiving incoming communications regarding the emotional body or some other aspect. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. This could be some passionate communication coming in for the collective of femme masculine at this time. This could definitely be coming from a partner or someone that you're in close union with, whether it is your divine masculine, your divine feminine counterpart, or if this is just a close friend or possibly a business partner, okay? This communication can be coming from an outside energy or from within, especially when you look at the High Priestess, Queen of Wands energy, okay? The first principal card on the bottom row, this is the counterpart to the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, the High Priest, okay? So this could be a couple coming into union together with the divine feminine and masculine energy, or this could be the dual energy within one divine or chosen one, okay? Moving with an ebb and flow between the divine feminine and masculine energy. We know that the divine feminine energy allows the attraction, 8:18 on the clock, allows the attraction and rests in the receptive mode of receiving and attracting these intuitive promptings and creative sparks, as well as knowledge, wisdom, and communication. The divine masculine is the action counterpart to this energy of the divine feminine High Priestess. So the High Priest, once the High Priestess energy receives these intuitive promptings or creative sparks, the divine masculine energy in the High Priest takes action on those promptings and makes things happen based on the promptings received coming in. This is someone who is very wise in these spiritual aspects, highly intuitive, may be a teacher or a counselor or something in that effect. But this is someone who's going to move effectively and appropriately in these in this energy, regardless if this is male or female, and gender. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, with this, sorry about that. Now the next card up, this is the Eight of Wands in reverse. This is speaking to a high sense of confusion and someone being stubborn. and possibly having conflict and problems with one's relationships on a spiritual level. This could be problems with one's relationship as far as communicating effectively, or having some sort of block or stagnation in communication, as well as dealing with some emotional problems on an extreme level, because we know that 8 is a number of infinite energy. 1010 was just on the clock, okay? So with this coming out in reverse, this tells me that there is a strong impact of some emotional possibly dealing with some emotional traumas at this time. There may have been some things that may have been recently discovered on a soul level, that collective and masculine, that you may be coming to grips and coming to terms with right now, 1040 on the clock. And you could be sorting out these emotions right now, and possibly going back and forth within self as to how to communicate what it is that you're exactly feeling at this moment in time. 8 is a number of infinite energy. It also calls for strength and tenacity, as well as healing and abundance. So all of these energies are within the number 8 at this time. So you could definitely be experiencing some significant traumas that is being called or dredged up for healing at this time, that is only going to make you more stronger and more tenacious, and at the end of the day is going to make you more abundant, because you're going to be fortified to move forward and handle the things that's ahead of you that you're being called to handle, and to also be able to teach others how to deal with things of this nature. Okay, the next card up is the 10 of Swords. This is the dark night of the soul. So some of these things that could be causing you conflict and confusion within your emotional body could be a result of being in or coming out of the dark night of the soul, which we know is a highly intense, profound spiritual experience on a soul level. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this usually comes to dredge up all of the secrets that have been so deep-seated at 12:21 on the clock, 12:22, so far deep-seated and suppressed within our psyche and within our soul, that possibly we can't even remember. Okay, but this dark night of the soul comes and occurs in order to dredge this stuff up, in order for us to face these instances and get into a mode of shadow work, so that we can heal on a soul level, so that we can be propelled forward into our purpose and design. Okay, we know that a number is that 10 is a number of completion. So this occurs in order to assist and aid us in closing out a cycle, okay, in order to move into a new beginning. Okay, now even though this dark night of the soul experience is very intense, extremely profound, and a lot of times it can be scary as fuck, okay, but it is again calming and calling for healing in order to make you more strong and more tenacious to move forward in your purpose and design. A lot of times with this 6 of Cups in the upright position, this can bring peace, bliss, and harmony into your heart, home, and family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. With the number 6, this is finding and maintaining balance in these aspects, coming out of this dark night of the soul energy and experience. So with that said and done, we're going to go ahead and begin to clarify some of these energies to see what's going on with some of these karmic family issues. Okay, there's dark night of the soul. Some of you all could be coming into some revelations on a soul level within your family aspects. Okay, that could be causing this extreme sense of confusion and causing this emotional turmoil, if you will, with the 8 of Wands, the fixed mind coming out in the reverse. This is some inner conflict going on within self, okay, and it could be causing some issues within the stability of the heart, home, and family aspects, okay. There could even be some issues in regard to some birthrights and inheritances being discovered when going into this dark night of soul experience, or coming out of this dark night of the soul experience. And I can't make this shit up. With that said, this is coming out the 7 of Swords in the upright position. So something is being exposed and revealed on a soul level, regarding an outside source, or being revealed or exposed from an outside source. Okay, this is definitely related to the dark night of the soul energy and experience, because with this experience there is going to be a revelation of something on a soul level. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. There is something that's being revealed about someone around, in or around your energetical field, collective of femme masculine. Okay, with the 5 of Wands coming out in the reverse, this is the renovator. So whatever this revelation is calling you to reset within your emotional body. Okay, it's probably even causing you to reset your intuitive promptings, and the way that you receive and act on your intuitive promptings, and even creative sparks. This revelation could be bringing new knowledge and wisdom to you in regard to how you communicate, and will be communicating these revelations that are affecting your emotions and how you move about in this arena. Okay, you could be calling to reset from within due to this intense energy of confusion. You may be dealing with some stubbornness and not wanting to kind of calibrate and reset yourself on an energetical in an energetical sense. You may be wanting to dwell in this energy. You could be quite angry and upset, because behind the wands, this fire energy is passion, is Mars energy. So you could be feeling quite aggressive and angry at this time from whatever this revelation is coming with the 7 of Swords in the upright from this dark night of the soul energy. So it's very important that you allow yourself to feel these emotions, but you don't want to become stagnated and stuck in a lower vibrational emotional setting, being angry and upset, because that could stagnate your growth and what spirit is calling for you to do and to learn from this experience. Okay, so 8 of Cups is coming out in reverse. This is the social butterfly, but coming out in the reverse, this is calling for you to go into hermit mode, to retreat and become more introverted. Okay, because this is the time for you to reset your emotional body. Okay, and come to terms with 1818 on the clock. Come to terms with whatever this revelation was, whatever was exposed to you on a soul level with this dark night of the soul experience. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy within the cups, heart, home, and family. Okay, there could have been a discovering of a birthright or an inheritance that you may not have known about. I have to say that this resonates with me in particular because of a situation that I'm finding out about. Intuitively, Spirit showed me that my mom is not my mother. My mom is actually my aunt. And from what Spirit is showing me, my birth mom died during birth, giving birth to me. So I never knew her. And according to Spirit, I have an inheritance that I never knew about. Okay, and if you are anything like me in this case, some of you may have an inheritance that you may or may not know about. Some of you may have 2 inheritances that you may or may not know about, such as the case with me. I have an inheritance and a birthright from both my mom and my father's side, which has been kept from me. But that's neither here nor there. Well, actually, it kind of is, because I'm dealing with it, just as you are. You all are, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands. This is contentment. Progress is being made. So this speaks to those of us who are having these experiences, and instead of choosing to remain stuck in this fixed mind energy and being, highly confused and having this obstinate energy and problems within the relationships of our family members, those who are closest to us, or we thought was closest to us and who loved us the most, our family, friends, and even some partners and even ex-partners. With that 9 of Wands coming out at the bottom of the deck, it's showing that some of us, regardless of this profound betrayal on a soul level, we are pushing forward, okay? For those of you who are having a tougher time with dealing with this type of revelation or reveal or expose, if you will, I encourage you to stick it out the mud, stand 10 toes down, and rise up out of this thing, because you are better than what was ever perpetrated upon you. Because more than likely, if you're just finding out about this type of information, it's a huge betrayal on a soul level, because that means that your loved ones hid this from you, and on top of hiding it from you, they took advantage of it. Okay, so it's important for you to feel your feelings, but address them and come out of that dark, shadowy, murky place, and fight for yours. Okay. Go after what belongs to you, but still, do that, but be able to release, forgive, and release what has occurred. The forgiveness, first of all, is not for them, it's for you, because 22 on the clock, because you don't want to be bitter and harbor these emotions, okay, and could possibly pull you over to the dark side. Okay, release is because you don't want to hold resentment and then poison yourself from within. Okay, you can still effectively feel a certain way about a certain situation and deal with it head on, and let that be that. Whether it means severing ties with these low down dirty bitches and sending them on their way, prosecuting them, or whatever the case may be, do that, release it, and move on, because you have a higher calling and more happiness available for you moving forward. But it's your decision, your choice. What are you going to do? Okay? You could have had parents who were high priests and high priestesses, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or something like that. If not, this could be your energy moving between the ebb and flow of divine masculine and feminine energy, okay? And so we're going to further clarify these clarifying cards to see if we could get a broader picture of what's going on with our fem masculine. This coming out is the 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So this is uncertainty within the finance, business, property aspects, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So with this revelation, this immediately causes an energetical shift of these people, especially if they've been hiding it from you and spending the money for themselves. If you're anything like me, my family had me beg for scraps, left me out in the cold, in the dark, left me out with the wolves, threw me out to the wolves, have me beg for what's already mine. But with this revelation, this changes the tide and now pushes them into an era of being uncertain about their financial aspects right now. Okay, they took a gamble. Now while they took this gamble, they may have been on a winning streak, but now the wheel has turned and they're no longer winning. Okay, again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. With this Five of Wands in the reverse, further clarifying that, and this resetting, with this renovator comes the Two of Wands, this new communication coming out. This could be the new communication coming from within, and this exposure from the dark night of the soul, from your intuitive promptings, allowing the receptivity of the intuition to come in. This could be some new communication coming in the form of possibly a private eye or something, a detective or someone who possibly has some information in regard to this karmic situation that you're dealing with, your family, your loved ones, the ones closest to you. Further clarifying the Eight of Cups in reverse, the social butterfly in reverse, meaning hermit mode, the King of Wands, the High Priest. So with this new information coming in with the Two of Wands, the communicator, this could propel you into divine masculine energy and to take action based on this new information that is being brought to you. Okay, so this action moving forward, you could be going towards someone in your family, if not multiple people, probably up to 8 people in your family, and approaching them with this information. I feel that this approach could be very aggressive, very fiery and passionate, but I urge you to tread cautiously and wisely. Okay, you don't want to do something that can land you into more trouble, okay, and could possibly introduce resistance into what it is that you're trying to achieve. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Okay, I cannot make this shit up. This is the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, coming out to further clarify the Four of Pentacles, the inheritance, the inheritor, the birthright. Okay, so Fem Masculine Collective, you are definitely going to receive what is rightfully yours with the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, coming out to further clarify the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. You are attracting the bag and not chasing after it, okay? Alrighty? So at the bottom of the deck, this is one of my temporary decks. This is actually the Queen of Cups there. So the Queen of Cups, this is the mother energy, okay? Mother, wife energy, or lover energy. So this could have something to do significantly with a mother or wife in your family aspects, okay? So this could play a significant part. I know in my situation it does, because finding out that my mother is not my mother, she's my aunt, and my sisters are actually my cousins, but they will always be my sisters, okay? But that's a tremendous pill to swallow, and I'm just finding this out last night. So I know this reading is pulling a lot from my energy, but I know I'm not the only one that is experiencing something to this magnitude and level. Okay, so now I'm switching to my Ancient Ones Egyptian Kemetic deck to see what the Egyptian gods and goddesses want to add into this reading at this time. Okay, so we have the High Priestess coming out again. Okay, divine feminine energy, goddess Mat. Okay, receiving, allowing the interception, of information to come in. Okay, so this could have something to do with 2 high priestesses in the family line. Okay, with 2 Queen of Wands coming out. This could be twins, as in my case, twin sisters, one giving birth, or someone giving birth to twin females, okay, or twin babies operating in feminine, divine feminine energy, okay. One could have been split, you could have been separated at birth, possibly one going to one family, one going to another. It all depends on how it resonates. What else do we have coming out? Spirit. So with the Five of Cups coming out in the reverse, someone is moving, leaving the heart, home, and family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, this could speak to the High Priestess moving away, possibly after this reveal, possibly in let me see here. Yeah, this for some of you, this High Priestess energy could not take the what's the word I'm looking for? Could not take the ramifications of this revelation and this family secret being exposed. So some of you who are in the High Priestess, Queen of Wands energy have to retreat from the family. You have to leave. You have to get away for your own mental health and self-care. And that's quite understandable. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Others of you could have possibly found out that there is a missing child or a missing sibling, and you have pulled up roots or taken up roots in search to go and find this missing child or missing sibling. Take it where it resonates. Okay, Three of Cups. This usually represents the player card and energy, some sort of infidelity. Okay, so there could have been a love child outside of this union of the King of Wands, the High Priest, and the High Priestess. A divine union could have experienced some infidelity with this Three of Cups, possibly with a water sign, and produce a High Priestess child who is now grown, okay, and is just not now finding out about this betrayal, or this infidelity could have been with another High Priestess, if not a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Four of Cups. Okay, this speaks to safety, and security in the heart, home, and family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, so this doesn't really make sense with the four coming out in the upright, being safe and secure in one's heart, home, and family aspects. Okay, this could be some ego coming through from the divine masculine, or possibly even the divine feminine, that regardless of this infidelity, this relationship or the foundation of this family is still safe and secure. This could be a polygamous relationship with a divine masculine high priest and two divine feminines, both high priestesses. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. This Three of Cups could also speak to an addition to the family aspect in terms of a new baby on the arrival, or this addition with this polyamorous relationship. That's a little new age, if you will, but I'm no judge. I'm with the signs of the times. With this Ace of Swords coming out in the upright, this is transforming this family dynamic on a soul level, regardless of which scenario fits with you. It's specifically transforming the divine masculine in the high priest energy and the beholder of that. This is transforming them on a soul level, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this divine masculine could possibly have found out that they have a grown child who's now a woman that he never knew about. Okay, coming from a dark night of the soul and this revelation within the Seven of Swords in the upright. Okay, let's see here. Ace of Pentacles. This is abundance, generational wealth. Okay. Or this King of Wands, this High Priest could be discovering that he has access to generational wealth in the form of an inheritance. Okay. That was revealed from this dark night of the soul experience and situation. Especially when you look at these two of Wands coming in. 22, if you've been seeing 22, this could be a synchronization that this is for you. 22, 444, or 77. I'm seeing here. Let's see here. 9 of Swords. Okay, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is the Death card. Okay. So some of this, for some of you, this could have rocked you so much so on a soul level that you could possibly be contemplating suicide. Okay. Finding out that you have a different mother, or that your mother was not your mother, or whatever the scenario is. Master Magician in the upright. Okay. Yeah, some of you could be feeling suicidal, possibly. If you are, I urge you to reach out and get help. Talk to someone. It's important for you to know that you are the Master Magician of your life. Okay. Others of you may be coming to some strong finality from within on a soul level. Okay. A conflict resolution. Okay. You could have been feeling intuitively that there was something amidst within your family dynamic. Okay. You possibly could have been getting some intuitive promptings that there was a birthright out there, left out there for you. That you were denied, and possibly, if you're in my situation, have inquired about this inheritance and was told no, you were left nothing, when in actuality you actually were left possibly majority of the inheritance. Okay, this 9 of Swords in reverse. The Death card, let's further clarify that. So this is the 6 of Cups. So this is bringing a death. This is saying that this death for some of you all is bringing a death to the peace and harmony in your family dynamic. Okay. So that's what it is. This death card is putting a death to this peaceful, harmonious family dynamic, or what once was a peaceful family dynamic. Let's see here. With the Page of Cups coming out, there was definitely, for some of you all, an illegitimate child who had this infidelity with this 3 of Cups, this player. Okay, so there's definitely a love child. I don't really like saying an illegitimate child, because all children are legitimate. So for some of you all, there could be a love child that was produced outside of a marriage. Okay, if there was some infidelity. Okay, this could have been a situation where the king stepped out, or the high priest stepped out on his divine counterpart, high priestess, and got into a third party situationship with another high priest and produced a love child in the form of this Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Others of you, this is definitely, if there's not a love child, there's definitely a love triangle connected with this Page of Cups, because that is the Cupid card. Okay. Two of Pentacles, this is a large financial blessing. So if you're seeing 222, this could resonate with you. Some sort of large financial blessing coming through. This could have been some sort of business partnership that turned into something more for some of you. Okay. If it hasn't already turned into an infidelity type situation, there is conflicting emotions going on with this Eight of Wands in reverse. This is causing an extreme amount of confusion from within. Some of you may be having, whether you're divine masculine or feminine, may be having some passionate feelings with a partner that you're involved with in regard to a business aspect, and you could possibly be contemplating crossing the line and going into this territory of the Three of Cups. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay, this is the Eight of Cups. This is in the upright position. So for those of you who are being called to go into hermit mode, some of you are coming out of hermit mode and embarking on a more social, what's the word I'm looking for? Extrovert type energy. So you were once in hermit mode, coming out of hermit mode, going into more of an extroverted mode, mingling, networking, and possibly coming into some sort of passionate relationship with someone, possibly a King of Wands, okay, a High Priest. There's a lot of fire sign energy here, okay. Seven of Wands in the upright. That's the Prisoner. In the upright is speaking to someone being imprisoned, being jailed or imprisoned, either physically or spiritually. Okay, so if someone, going back to the Seven of Swords in the upright, the revelation, if someone was in fact withholding your inheritance from you, that could be discovered as well. And let me see, Five of Pentacles, change in finances. So that could be discovered as well, and someone could be paying a price for that and be going to jail. Let me see what else comes out, because I haven't seen any of the Justice cards come out just yet. But your finances are definitely changing for those of you all that have this inheritance and birthright that was possibly withheld from you all. With this revelation coming out on a soul level, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, Nine of Swords in reverse is coming out again. So there's definitely some conflict resolution, some strong finality coming to this situation. Somebody is going to jail. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Somebody is going to jail. Four of Pentacles in reverse, and is losing out on this inheritance because it's not their birthright. Okay, so the King of Swords is now coming out in reverse. Okay, this is coming out in reverse because I feel like that there's some undercover detective or something that is working this case in the form of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the warrior, the protector, and comes in the form of the judiciary system or the serve and protect type. Okay, 44, 40, or 43, 44 on the clock. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Hard work is paying off. In this case that is coming out in the reverse, their hard work to keep this inheritance from some of you collective, it's not paying off. The work that they've done to pretty much steal this inheritance is beginning to unravel. Six of Pentacles, the accountant, being financially responsible. King of Wands, High Priest coming out again. So there could be three high priests that could have possibly had something to do with it, possibly a father, grandfather, or uncle or something of that, coming out of this Three of Pentacles in reverse, coming out of this conflict and confusion within these finances and business aspects. With this Ace of Swords coming out in the upright, it's transforming your financial situation. The rightful inheritor of this benefit, of this inheritance. The Queen of Swords is coming out now. So we do have now justice on the board in the forms of the King of Swords in reverse, possibly an undercover detective. The Queen of Swords coming out in the upright, which is the warrior goddess energy. So yeah, the authorities definitely knows what's going on with this misappropriated funds in the form of this inheritance. The Page of Pentacles coming out. You are always divinely guided and protected, as well as your inheritance. Let's see what's going on here. So with this Master Magician, High Priest energy. Some of you all could have been dealing with a dark High Priest who was working to cover up this inheritance, who has imbalanced chakras, coming out in the reverse. Okay, it was a whole carnival act going on. So they could have been, your karmic family members could have been playing all types of tricks, mind tricks and games in order to trick you out of your inheritance or make you believe that you never had anything. Some of them might have even been possessed with lower vibrational entities, possibly even a banshee type spirit or entity. They wanted to keep you from crossing the threshold from poverty into wealth by withholding your birthright and inheritance from you, collective. Okay. Some of them don't believe in fairies, or believe that you have fairy godmothers and godfathers watching out for you. Some of these people who are holding out from you is possibly a romantic partner, so it's time for you to date, because the bitch you was dating is no good. They're definitely not a superstar with that coming out in the reverse. And they always knew that you were sitting on a throne and are royalty, so they wanted to take your inheritance and birthright from you for whatever reason. They didn't think you were worthy. Okay, they expect you to be in night terrors and sweats, but you're not with this coming out in reverse. You're going to get your justice, and you're not dealing with goons and goblins anymore at this point, because you know what's yours. Some of them were definitely incubus and succubus spirits, sucking your prosperity and abundance from you. Okay, they didn't want you to make history. Okay, with this coming out in the reverse, they didn't want you to make history with this prosperity and abundance, so they took it from you. You weren't operating in your shadow self, and they were definitely not being authentic. They possibly tried to tell folk that you had an addictive personality, which isn't true. They tried to set you up and set you up for a trap. But you are a chosen one, and you are the chain breaker. You're going to break this illusion and these chains, and you're going to get your money back. Okay? Because they were not being transparent, but you were still able to see through it. Tread wisely, though, because at the end of the day, these are still some tricky ass carnival bitches. But you're going to get your shit back. Some of you by the new moon, whenever that is, by the time this video comes out. You may have been receiving intuitive promptings, and you may have been doubting it, but you're not pissing in the wind, and it's not flying back at you because it's coming out in the reverse. You were accurate. Okay? So with that said and done, go ahead, listen to your intuitive promptings, listen to spirit, and get your fucking money back, because it's already coming towards you with this Queen of Pentacles. The benefactor is coming towards you, and the authorities already know what's up, okay? So you're not alone in this. If you want to go ahead and book your intuitive reading sessions, go ahead and contact me with the information below. I also do coaching sessions as well as virtual Reiki healing, as well as some coaching, online coaching courses, okay? So I appreciate you all. I love you dearly. And in the meantime, take care of yourself and be soul driven, soul intended. All right?